Hello, it is Sunday, March 22nd, 2026. I'm Chris Remo, and welcome back to the New York Times Crossword Daily Solve. It's a Sunday crossword today, so we're going to be solving a big Sunday grid. It's entitled Sound It Out, so maybe homophones or phonetic spelling, something like that. We'll find out soon enough. And today's audible edition of the Daily Solve has been brought to us by Mike from Vermont, Casey Brandt, and, as always, the indomitable Showmaster and the indefinable Charlie Paget. Thank you so much to those four benefactors of the Daily Solve Patreon campaign. Their generous support sustains this whole series, this channel, day in, day out, and I'm very grateful to them for that support. Thanks to them and to everybody who supports the channel via Patreon. If you'd like to support it that way, you can head to patreon.com/dailysolve or click the description field link. You'll find bonus videos available to patrons. And for benefactors like those I've just mentioned, there's the Let's Check the Crosses Daily Solve mug. Thank you so much to everybody who is a Daily Solve Patreon supporter at any level. I really do appreciate it. All right, let's get on to today's crossword, shall we? This is entitled Sound It Out by Alex Eaton Solners, whose statistics I forgot to check today, but is responsible for certainly past New York Times crosswords. I do remember the name. And I think probably quite a few. In any case, today's is entitled Sound It Out. It'll be thematic in some way, that title. We'll find out just how soon enough. And yeah, no need for any further preamble. Oh, it was edited, as always, by Will Shorts, of course. Let's start solving. Okay, what do we have? Catalyst for reckless behavior. A dare, maybe? A dare might catalyze your reckless behavior, I would think. Jay Gatsby's obsession in The Great Gatsby. Oh, what's the character's name? Is it Daisy? He's obsessed with her. Let's see. Daisy Buchanan, I think, married to Tom. Tippy top would be the acme, the very top of something. Breathing, no, it isn't. It's the apex. Apex, the very top of something. There we go. Breathing issue, sleep apnea, perhaps. Triangle for one would be, not sure. Subdued would be, not sure about that one either. Go to extremes, maybe? Triangle for one. I don't know, I can't think. Fixed fees. Nauru's capital. Oh, interesting. What is the capital of Nauru? Oops, one moment. Sorry about that. I had a knock on the door. Okay, where was I? Oh, yes, there's this that I didn't know. Nauru's capital. I'm curious about that. We'll find out, obviously, eventually. More than enough. Ample, maybe? Of ample information, more than enough information. Touch. If something touches something, it abuts it. It sort of neighbors it closely. Oft reposted internet content, of course, would be memes. Green. Oh, Green Beret, maybe? The kind of, I don't know, what, special ops people or something? What, something like that in military context. Publicist's handout would be a press or PR something. Handout, PR kit or press kit? There we go. Okay, duo with the 1999 hit Steal My Sunshine, right? That was Len, I remember that. There one song that I remember anyway. Okay, James in the Blues Hall of Fame, the great Etta James. Oh, instrument, triangle. That's true. Triangle is a musical instrument. It's a percussion instrument. All right, there we go. Great. So we have R-U-M-E in those cells. Sound it out. R-U-M-E. I don't know. Can't quite figure out what's going on there. Fixed fees. Something rates. Set rates. There we go. Rehearsed the whole show in theater lingo. I don't know. Don't really know theater lingo, I don't think. You ran it, maybe? You rehearsed it? I mean, it could be. Betwixt. Amid. Betwixt the sheets, amid the sheets. Modern trend of employees doing the bare minimum. Oh, yeah, I've seen this phrase. Quiet quitting. Okay. Yeah, quiet quitting. You're just doing barely enough. What is the Q? What is this? QQ. Rumeqqq. Sound it out. Oh, why can I not see what this is? Oh, this is being highlighted by that. The circles in 41 across. Is this going to say the circles in? No. No. The circles in 41 across. QQ, 2Q, double Q. I don't know. Don't know what that is. Captain's subordinate. Oh, I don't know. I don't know well enough what the order is to know what that is. Okay, what about this? Digital ID. Digital ID. So is it social security number? Why would that be digital per se? Oh, because it's made up of digits? It's made up of numbers? Is that really what it means? Yeah, nota bene would mean, note this well and take note of this. Eucalyptus eater, koala, eats eucalyptus leaves. Raised designs. Start of an encouragement. Attaboy or attagirl, you could say. Estate planning, okay. Raised designs. Reliefs, right, of course. That's, literally what that means. Okay. Canon competitor. Epson, like printers, maybe? Indiana Governor Mike. I'm not sure. Hashtag that trended in 2017. Me Too, probably. Excels at Simon Says, say. If you excel at Simon Says, what are you doing? You're, following instructions? I don't know. Cooking vessel used in making angel food cake. A cake pan or something like that? Resting places. Tombs, I guess? Basic tier on a popular ride-sharing app. Uber X, I think that would probably be. I think that's the sort of basic one. Austin Music and Media Festival, familiarly, yeah. South by Southwest, so SXSW. Pre-release prototypes, beta tests of software maybe? Indiana Governor Mike, still not sure. Excels at Simon Says, obeys. Yeah, okay. Right, so I said follows instructions or something like that, but I didn't think of the actual word that is synonymous with that. Okay, so a tube pan is used in making angel food cake. Is that true? Are you... Okay, that's the first two letters. Are you with me? Ah, right, okay. I wasn't clever enough with my sounding it out. So we have the letters are you with the word me. Are you with me? Okay, there we go. So what are these then? I don't know. Captain subordinate. Okay, we'll come back to that. Let's do this little corner up here. Resin source. Sap from a tree, maybe? Flag bearer. A pole, flagpole. Bulge in some throats. Adam's apple. Yeah. I guess the time has come. So, bygone bird, a dodo, which is extinct now. List shortening abbreviation, et al., and the rest of them. I guess the time has come. So that's it, maybe? No. Island chains. Keys, maybe, or something like that, or eights. Lays, it probably is. It's not referring to the islands themselves. It's probably referring to the flower garland, Hawaiian flower garland. So to find something abhorrent is to detest it. Liturgical book is a missal, have psalms or something in it. Admission of duplicity. I lied. Right, there we go. The circles in 41 across. Right, what are these? Q tips? Right, okay, that's what it is. Well, how do we spell that in this context? Is that something? Like tips of a Q stick? Is that what that refers to? Is that what Q-tips, the cotton swab brand, is referring to? Never really thought about that before, I have to say. But yeah, we've got two Qs that are tips of words. So these make Q-tips, and we're spelling it out in full. Okay, well, that must be what that is. There we go. It's two things I kind of realized just now. Granola kin muesli is similar to granola, kind of an oat-based sort of dry snack. Hurdle for an aspiring attorney, LSAT, the law school admissions test, I think. Enterprise that might often offer disposable slippers. A spa might do that. I guess the time has come. So this is it. There we go. That's what it is. Bed liner silt, like an ocean bed or a river bed. Iris holder. Does it mean the iris in your eye, or does it mean an iris the flower, or something else? Tony winner blank Lenya. I'm not sure. I don't know the sort of theater, Broadway as well. Key blank, key something. Big parties are, not sure about that either. Kind, a sort, kind of something, a sort of it. Okay, ready to go with up. You're geared up, maybe? Came to a conclusion. It ended. Captain subordinate. Is it, commander, I suppose? Big parties. Affair. Oh, it's a big affair, a big party. That's probably it. Component of fertilizer and gunpowder. Niter, saltpeter. It's a component of those things, I believe. Okay, key fob, right, might open a door or something like that. Open a, magnetic lock. The circles in 64 across, right, okay. High chair wear. A bib or something? Thinking of, in a high chair, you might have a child wearing what? Not sure. What about this? Oh, this is that name. Will do. I'm in? I don't think that's right. Liquor free. Oh, no, this is, niter, I guess. Right, okay. I guess in a U.S. context, this would be spelled Niter. I was thinking, I guess I was thinking of it in the British spelling. It looks weird to me this way. Is that right? This must be a B. No, that must be right, because then this would be beeline, and this would be liquor free is dry. There we go. Okay. Like a dry county in the U.S. is somewhere where they don't sell liquor. Okay, so this is going to have probably B's in the circles. High chair wear. A baby bib. Okay, there we go. So it was a bib. Good. Okay, good. So that's working out. So we're getting these theme answers slowly but surely. Okay, will do. On it. That's what it is. That's what it is. Is this Lotta, maybe? Iris holder. A stem. Oh, right. Okay. Quite literally a flower's on its stem. I guess that's correct. No help needed here. I'm set, maybe? South Park co-creator Parker. Oh, is it Trey Parker? It's Trey Parker and Matt Stone. I always forget which way their surnames go, but fortunately it's been told to us here. Okay, the right direction, question mark. East, because we represent it as right on a map. It's funny, I was looking yesterday at a medieval map called the Hereford Mappa Mundi, called that because it's a map of the world located at Hereford Cathedral here in the UK, and it's the largest extant medieval map, I believe, physically the largest surviving medieval map, and it's a fascinating mashing together of geography and theology in sort of one physical representation of physical space. It's very interesting. Jerusalem is sort of the center of the world, and Noah's Ark is on the map, as well as real locations like Europe and India and things like this. But also, east is up, which was just it's a fascinating thing to see, because of course that is essentially arbitrary. I mean, we put north and south, up and down because of the pole. Those are the magnetic poles of the Earth. I mean, I think it sort of makes sense in that, but it doesn't really mean anything. It is completely arbitrary. And it's fascinating to see this medieval map in which east points up rather than right. So this clue requires a particular modern context in order to understand, but I think most of us share that context. Anyway, rowboat blade would be an oar. From Bhutan or Bangladesh. South Asian, I suppose. Okay, firework part would be a fuse. Tufted part of horse's legs. I don't know. I mean, I can sort of imagine it, I guess, in my mind, but I don't know enough about horses or horse anatomy to have a sense of it. On Easy Street. Sitting pretty, maybe? Yeah, looks good. So we've got two groups of double T's. What might that mean? Circles. I don't know. I can't think. Okay, some radio tubes. Diodes, maybe? Totally tubular. Yeah, rad. Oh, and we've got tubular and radio tubes crossing. That's kind of nice. Less incompetent. If you're less competent, you're incompetent. You're more competent. You're abler. Lisa with the 1994 number one hit "Stay." I missed you. I don't actually remember this song, but I do remember the name Lisa Loeb, and I assume this is her. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. There we go. Speaking of something from, I don't know, roughly similar era, I suppose. Film crew assistant would be an assistant on a film crew. What position might this be? I'm not sure offhand. Each of the tiny tufts of a dandelion has one. Oh, needle? No. It's not long enough. Chapeau perch. A chapeau is a hat in French. It sits on your tête, your head in French. Seed something? No. Each of the tiny tufts of a dandelion has one. I don't know. Okay, 7 days in San Juan. A week. Samana? Oh, best boy. That is a position on a film set. There we go. Best boy, part of the electrical department. Okay. So 1980s video game character who hops between cubes. Oh, Q-Bert, hence his name. Good. It's appropriate to this puzzle because the Q-Bert, the QB is sort of working together to phonetically create the implication of the word cube. Actress Sorvino. Oh, Mira Sorvino? I think that's right. Yes, help is aid. If you help someone, you aid them. And then SB on the periodic table. Oh, what is this element? Why can't I think what it is? Oh, that's annoying. I want this to be an N. Family member, but I'm not sure that's right. It'll seem so obvious when it's in, but I'm not sure. Block, beaver style, to dam up, a river. What about this? Batteries for brains. IQ tests, I guess? Like a battery of tests. I guess that's what that refers to in a punny way. Numbers game. Lotto. Literally a game where you guess numbers. Surge protector, question mark. A levee, protecting against a surge of water. People of the Mexican Altiplano. Not sure offhand. I wonder if I'll recognize it when it goes in. Bring to a garage for repairs. You tow in a vehicle, maybe? If one states something for the record, one avows it. Send payment would be to remit payment. People of the Mexican Altiplano. What is that? Dresden denials. Nines, so no in German. Dresden, place name in Germany, so indicates German language. It may be hard to believe a yarn, someone's big, sort of probably embellished story. Okay, so what are the circles in 115 across? Oh, we haven't looked at that yet, have we? I can't really see what this is going to be. Freedom from fretting. A capo and playing guitar? I don't think that's right. I was thinking because you put a capo on a guitar neck and it frets those specific. It pushes down the strings over those frets for you, so you don't need to fret them yourself. But I don't know. I don't know if that's right. Okay, we've actually left some things far, far up in the grid. So let's do our homework and get back to those. Okay, subdued, restrained. There we go. That's clearly correct. Coffee holders are urns. Yes. Difficult ice skating maneuver in brief would be, no idea. Quad, maybe? Like a quad jump or something, or spin. Power suffix, Powerade. That's a commercial brand of some kind of energy drink or something. Language of Pakistan's national anthem, Urdu. There we go. Gussied up. Duded up? Is that something you'd say? Israel's first UN ambassador. Will I recognize this? I'm not sure. Cheese ball. Edam, literal ball of cheese. Why is there a question mark? Harvard extension, edu. So yeah, the ending of Harvard's web address would be harvard.edu. So eliminated for not following the rules informally would be disqualified, DQ'd, and then illegal activity generating considerable interest would be usury, right? So there's a question mark here because you look at generating considerable interest and you think it means generating people's interest in the sense of their attention. But no, it actually means, unduly high interest rates charged on the money, which is usury. Okay, so anyway, rehearse the whole show must be ran it. So is this Yaren, Naru's capital? I hope that's right. I actually didn't know Naru's capital. I mean, as you can tell, but it was still the case that I didn't really recognize it when it went in. So, sometimes you don't get something, but then it goes in and you think, of course it's that. But in this case, I'm not certain. So I hope it's correct. Okay, we'll have to move on. Blank on you. Shame on you. Attacks from all sides. If one besets someone or something, one attacks them from all sides. Okay, arrived en masse. Showed, I don't know. Leaves speechless. To awe someone, maybe. You or me, say. Personal pronoun. The you or me is a pronoun. I'm not sure. One of a pair of lines drawn in Hangman, an arm or a leg, could be either of those. In the game Hangman, where you draw a person being hanged as you guess letters in a word. Exams for seniors, SATs, I suppose, probably. So that would be arm would be the line in Hangman then. Leave speechless. To stun. Eban. I mean, this looks familiar. Israel's first UN ambassador, but couldn't tell you the full name. Okay. Arrived en masse. I don't know. You or me, say. No idea what this one is. I have no clue what that is. Okay, here are the circles and 93 across. Oh, a seedlet, each of the tiny tufts of a dandelion. Okay, that must be it. And then settings for some TV dramas in brief are ERs, emergency rooms, for medical dramas. Terre Haute, Indiana. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but I recognize the name. Okay, so recumbent, right, okay. If you're recumbent, you're lying down. If you're in a recumbent position, you're lying. Adam's family member would be, Cousin It is this character with 2 T's. Light hits would be taps. McFarlane, who voiced Ted in Ted. I never saw this. This is about the sort of living teddy bear, I think, Seth MacFarlane. Okay, so what are the tufted parts of horses' legs? I don't know. Fetch something? Or fetters? Or something? I don't know. Archaeologists find might be a relic, an old priceless relic, perhaps. Altiplano animal. Oh, llama. Llama. Okay. Right, up in Altiplano. That must be a sort of geographical feature in Peru or something like the high plains, presumably that means. Okay, circles and 93 across, still don't know. Secret holiday figures. You could have a secret Santa exchange. Pester would be to pester someone would be to, I'm not sure. You or me. Oh, a human being. Okay, there we go. Good. Degrees for CFOs, chief financial officers, might have MBAs, Masters in Business Administration. And to pester someone is to trash them or to, I don't know. What are the circles and 93 across? T pots? T sets? Oh, are they it's 2 sets of the letter T, so they're T sets? I think that's probably right. And to pester someone is to tease them. There we go. That's correct. Equilibria are stases, so an equilibrium would be a stasis. Things are the same, but then more than one equilibrium, equilibria, would lead to stases as opposed to stasis. Okay. So Romeo's last words, I die, I think he declares, when he commits suicide, thinking that Juliet is dead. Arrived en masse would be streamed in. Part of ESL, part of English as a second language would be English, and then it's abbreviated. Some reds for short. Zinfandel wines. Small, say, would be an example of a size of clothing, for instance. Okay, so what are the circles in 115 across? This is C's I to I. Right, okay, so we have two I's, and then they're connected by C's because we have C's going from I to I. Good. So what is this one then? Nickname of Oak Ridge, Tennessee, built in 1942 for the Manhattan Project. Right, I don't know the answer to that. Maybe I should, but I don't think I do offhand. Okay, freedom from fretting. Ease? Like if you live a life of ease, you're not fretting? Is that? Oh, Atomic City. That must be it. Okay, there we go. That must be right. I mean, the Manhattan Project, of course, was the research project that ultimately built the atomic bomb. Okay, comedian Notaro. Tig Notaro is a comedian. Where the Rosetta Stone was discovered in Egypt. Your nasal cavity is your sinus. Blank bump, fist bump. Antimony. There we go. That's that weird, not weird, but just this very distinctive name of an element. And for some reason, I just could not think of it. Yes, antimony is SB. There we go. That's the element in question. Family members, mafia something, like members of a crime family. Tufted parts of horses' legs. Fetlocks. Oh, that sounds kind of familiar. Definitely not part of my active vocabulary, but I've certainly seen the word. Mafiosos, I suppose this is. They're electing to pluralize it that way rather than mafiosi, but I mean, in English, that's fine. Memorable saying would be a motto. And then Winslet with 5 Golden Globes must be Kate Winslet. And to date, yes, whether it's happened as yet, happened to date. And a little twerp would be a snot. You might refer to an annoying child that way. And there we go. All right, today's MIDI will be big books. Find out what that's about after this. Right, so that was the Sunday crossword. Let's look at our theme. Well, we didn't have a revealer. We didn't really need one because as is often the case on Sunday, the title of the puzzle, today's being sounded out, sort of explains what's going on with the theme. And you can if you've done enough crosswords, you can sort of tell from the beginning when it says sounded out, it's going to be something to do with something being phonetic or homophone or words sounding like other things or letters sounding like things. You can sort of guess that. And it's just a question of getting on the right wavelength with the various answers here. So within instrument, we have Are you with me? Are you with me? Within quiet quitting, we have Q-tips of the words, Q-tips. Within baby bib, we have a B line, B line. Within sitting pretty, we have sets of T's, T sets. And finally, within atomic city, we have I connected by C's. In other words, we have C's, I to I. And that was our Sunday crossword. Big Sunday theme, filling the grid with some clever sounding out going on in our appropriately named puzzle. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know how you fared with this one in the comments or the Daily Solve Discord chat server. Felt like a reasonably, well-tuned Sunday in terms of difficulty level and everything else. But let me know how you fared with this one. I am curious to know. And I'll be back tomorrow for a much quicker solve, the Monday-themed solve, so join me for that. But until then, please do have an excellent remainder of your Sunday. Take care.